Well, let's go through the starting lineup right now.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the 84? I think it's supposed to be the 84.
No, it's the 13.
Oh.
It's
well, we can read the door on
what's
that
good
one.
is it's Darren.
And then he's got a name on the door, it looks like.
Darren.
You want to hit stop and start on that recording real quick?
Sure do. Thank you
so
for
we don't
asking.
have a 14
What do I
minute.
press, home or end?
No, just use your mouse because I forgot.
You're afraid. Just like I am of the future. All right. Well, shall we go through the starting lineup?
Let's do it.
Give the people what they want.
Give them what they paid for.
All right, folks, starting on the pole in the factory stock main event here tonight, or today, Rick Icksteed. Are you laughing?
I am.
Good. Rick Icksteed, 00. Starting outside row number 1, K9 Allen Wood. Row 2 to the inside gives us the 66 of Mike Lurwill. And starting in the 4th spot, the 26, Chris Carnish, won the heat race earlier.
Sure did.
And then we see back to row, this is the car that I'm going to need you to help me with.
73?
So this is the 73 machine. We told you we'd have every name at this point, and wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it, folks? One car snuck under the page. I'm seeing if they accidentally wrote his name on someone else.
You're looking at the factory stock, so.
Yes, I am.
I can help you out when he comes to the start-finish line, or front straightaway.
Oh, can you? Well,
Looks
this
like
is
he's got
our
a name.
5th place starter, the number 73 black Monte Carlo Toyota.
Toyota Carlo.
What's the name we have here?
Oh, it's only on the driver's side.
No.
Man, people in their
Budzillas.
Yeah.
Well,
84.
84 is Jason Cook. The 24J of Brittany Dunn starts in the 7th position. 8th place starter is the number 13 machine. Now, this is the name that
Well, it says Darren on the door, so I can't help you out there.
it says Darren. It says Darren, but I want everyone to tell me, what does that say?
Hang on. We're getting there. I have no idea. I see an
Darren?
M-Y-A-U.
You see a M?
I have
Myers?
Myers. Well, we'll just call him Darren.
We're gonna call him Darren because I feel like he put his name as big as he possibly could, so we couldn't screw that up. So Darren.
He's got Darren all over the car, but no last name.
Darren. That's like when the race cars on like the NASCAR races, or it's to say PlayStation games, they're not allowed to put certain sponsors on, so they just put the name of the drivers.
We'll just call him Player 1.
We'll do that. Kenny Ogren in the number 2 machine, and rounding out the field, the car that spun out in the heat race, Mike Burks in the 55. So that's your starting lineup of these amazing factory stocks. Tommy, we're going to have to keep an eye on Darren in this one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. Well, we got the warm-up session happening right now. They're still working on the track. Who are you watching out for in this one?
I'm going to say the 66. Old school paint job.
We already have Mike Burks around over in turn number 4, by the way. Hey, if you're gonna come out here, you gotta have fun.
Oh yeah. Look at this bright yellow.
John's talking about this number 2 car. Kenny Ogren.
Now
Out of Anza.
These are factory stock, so not much to read between the lines there. These things are stock appearing as they look, and stock under the hood and chassis as they can come. Not like a super stock or a street stock where you can do a little bit more motor upgrades and suspension upgrades and body panels. But the only thing you can do in this class is be smart with your spring setup, your cross weight, your air pressures, and hope that you don't have to cut off any sheet metal throughout the year. You and I raced cars like these out at Irwindale Speedway on the asphalt.
Yeah, it didn't take us long to have to cut off sheet metal.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I will take a lot of that blame. Because you guys told me in qualifying I was supposed to get the pole, and then when I hit it during qualifying, you guys all got pissed off.
Yeah, that's why you and I stopped doing racing.
We're racing where you're not supposed to crash.
Exactly.
We gave up that lifestyle and moved on to demolition derbies. Because then when you crash, people cheer.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good thing.
It's a lot more fun.
Yeah, your team doesn't go, what the hell? They say,
Good job.
yeah.
Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, do it again.
Keep doing that, you'll win.
So the 73 is the only one that we're lacking, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of a creative name to give the 73 for this race.
I see it's 2 long names.
Two long names?
So like a Brandon and the last name is like
Hightower.
Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon.
Brandon. Look at this view, Jeffrey.
This is why you and I probably aren't going to be allowed to name children.
Nice view over.
Yeah. No, it's pretty out here, folks. We want to welcome you in here as the lights are out. We hope you all are all set for an exciting day of racing out here. 4 main events getting ready to go. And it's going to be the 00 Vic Steed and the K9 machine of Alan Wood starting us, watching for the green flag in the factory stocks. We're racing into turn number 1. All right.
These cars, this division, always exciting.
Oh, Carnage almost into the wall.
Your leader's going to be the K9 to the stripe. Leader, lap number 1.
Wood holds it. Carnish up to second. He was the driver who found victory in the heat race. XT back to third. The 66 machine of Lurwill in the 4th spot. These cars are on the edge. We've seen a couple spin out in the heats. We've seen a couple spin out even during prep. And you see the side-by-side action. Lurwill to the inside of XT out of turn number 4.
Double O and double sixes.
Absolutely. Up front, it's all about Alan Wood, the K9 machine, leading over Carnish. Carnish is not close enough to get there, but the battle for the third is the highest up battle we're taking a look at.
We were. And I'll get to that.
You know who's going to win is probably the 73 because we don't have his name on the passenger side.
Battle for third continues. And then back here, we got him storming into turn number 1.
Yeah, this is a good battle. We have Darren leading the charge here in that 13 machine. And then the 84 trying to hold off Burks. Burks goes to the outside in that 55. 84 of Cook holding it to the inside and closing in from behind in her 3rd main event ever in this car, Brittany Dunn. Up front, it's starting to close in just a little bit. And they're going to have lap traffic, the number 2 machine of Ogren. We saw lap traffic come into play even during the heat races earlier on. It's going to come into play this time. Wood has to dive to the inside. Made quick work of that move. And now Carnish going to close in, trying to find a way around the 2 machine. Going to hold up Carnish into turn number 1. Behind them, the battle for third continues on with Lurwill.
Great racing all around this track. Contact, a little rubbing, a little banging.
Oh, there's a surprise in these divisions. And off the pace, Tommy, the 13 machine, I think we saw a similar issue during the heats. Darren off the track and pulling it into the pit area.
There comes your leader into the screen right now. At 26, Jeffrey slowly but surely closing in on the K9.
The lap traffic did not help Carnish out in that 26 car. It's going to be interesting to see what can happen here. Battle for third dealing with the lap traffic now. And almost disaster for Lurwill in the 66. As he was coming, the door opened up and there was a driver waiting for him on the other side. That number 2 machine of Ogren. That car now off the pace down the front straightaway.
We got him falling out on this one. And the battle for third continues.
Fuel strategy, Tommy. They're making sure they have enough gas for tomorrow. Yeah, best battle on track is the one we're looking at right here. Ixteed, I thought was going to slip back a little bit more after we saw the heat race, but trying to hold off Lurwell. Lurwell goes to the outside. And a little squeeze into turn number 1.
Factory stocks, you got to love them. These drivers race it out for the lead, race it out for last if they had to.
Yeah, this has always been a division Tommy and I have felt close to. I don't know what it is about these cars and drivers.
Low budgets. They're all low budget.
There you go. In fact, I think you're exactly right. Look at Lurwell's run out of turn 4. Closes in on Ixteed.
Starting to smoke now.
And a little bumper application. One car around, it was Brittany Dunn. She gets it straightened out and continues on. They've seen the dirt over in turn number 2. Yeah, we're bumping. Oh, we almost had a moment. Almost had a big moment. Look at this battle. Third place battle coming right at you and past you. It's like Lurwell's car, Tommy, it's like he's not able to get to that low end.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's why he's kind of following through, waiting for a mistake on Ixteed's part. I hope I'm saying that name right. I've been saying it all race.
We can clarify it tomorrow.
Someday. Yeah,
what?
I was just going to say, Lurwell's starting to smoke.
And your leader right now is still checking out the K9 machine.
Oh, now he's gone. In fact, Carnish is struggling getting past lap traffic of Brittany Dunn. Also a lap down is the 84 machine of Cook.
Carnish is slipping back into the hands of the 00 right now.
I mentioned just a little bit ago that we almost had a moment. Now the 84 of Cook, when he was getting lapped, actually started to correct it as the car wanted to go down the track down the front straightaway. Problem was your leader got to the inside of that moment. We almost had a collision. Tommy Carnish is now in threat of losing the second place spot. Ixteed is closed in. Here comes Lurwell. We got a good race here for the second spot with 5 laps to go, it looks like, in this 20-lapper. I believe it's going to be 5 at the line. Look at this. This is a great battle we have going on here, Tommy.
One big battle for the second spot.
It is 5 laps to go for the K9 machine of Alan Wood.
Who's gone. He's checked out. He's already home by now.
Oh, Carnish. Hold on to it, Ixteed. Ixteed might lose that spot to Lurwell this time. The lap traffic will come into play with this battle. They're closing in on Cook. Look at Ixteed to the inside now. The 00 wants the spot back, and they almost have contact.
Oh, big time. That could have been a big hook to the wall. But they keep it going.
Closing in on Cook. This is some good factory stock racing we have going on here.
And your leader coming to the start-finish line right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, a little bit of a lead. Here
almost
comes
a half-track lead over this top battle for the second spot.
Carnish holding off the spot. Cook opens up the door. He's a lap down. He's going to let them to the inside, it looks like. Lurwell back to the outside of Ixteed. Lurwell's car just flying on that high line. And now the lap traffic. Where are you going to go? Lurwell gets hold up with the pin. Or I should say the pick. I throw pins out my window when I'm racing.
No wonder why I get so many flat tires.
You know it.
Lap traffic.
At this point, I don't think the 66 is going to lift going in behind the 00 machine. Oh, man, you're watching Wood right now taking the white flag this time by. That car's for sale, apparently.
That's a good buy right now. He's a half-track lead.
Yeah, right now, no risk for you. Oh! Catching the wall was the 73 machine. He was up in the air. The right sides were off the ground. He now is going to open it up. Right happening in front of your leader, the K9 machine. At a turn number 4, Alan Wood takes the checker. Oh! And way up on his side, the 66 machine of Lurwell almost rolls it over down the back straightaway.
See, we show the leader cross the line, and we lose the biggest moment of the race.
There might be a camera that caught this one.
Well, major right front damage.
Yeah. I don't know if he had help in that wall.
That wall, the way that damage was.
It's pretty far down the. Now I'm wondering, Tommy, you set up the the back straighter camera. Do you think he would have caught that?
Where did the hit start?
I didn't. I looked up and he was trying to tip it over.
Well, we'll have to check out the bonus footage and see.
We have some extra cameras around the racetrack. So,
man, one of the funniest things is we knew something big was going to happen with that top.
Oh yeah, and it did.
3, and then of course it happened as the leader was crossing the line. But congrats to Wood and the K9 machine.
I'm looking for the 66 right now. I see him. I just want to see if he's going to have a conversation with anyone. See him climbing out of his smoking gun over there in the pit area time at the 66. Holy cow, folks. Mike Lurwill. He said bring it, take the win or just bring home the truck or steering wheel. Or
well,
whatnot.
hopefully they can get that 66 fixed up and ready to go for tomorrow night with all that damage.
And here's your winner, Alan Wood, K9.
He's on the car. He can hear you. Make some noise for the winner of the factory stocks, Alan Wood.
All right, here they come. Factory stock main event. Rolling.
Get them race cars rolling.
I like cutting between you and that speed shot camera. Well, Jeffrey, are you ready?
I'm all set, man.
All right, well, talking about Cameron Veach, he's your driver who's going to be starting on the pole. And this one's so 73. Cameron, oh, never
Where
mind.
are you going?
They're doing crossovers and fly jobs up front. So how about this? We'll say the 26 of Chris Carnish.
I think they're racing.
Yeah, Chris is, what the heck's going on here?
Where you go? Where are you going?
I like this, but I'm kind of confused. So Chris is coming in for a pit stop right now, folks. He's going to get talking to from the official. So that's the 26 Purple People Eater, Chris Carnish. And then Cameron Veach from Temecula will be starting, I believe, on the front row. I mean, unless something else happens that I don't know about.
Late entry.
Heck yeah, that's our one-legged drive right there.
He's this guy used to be a figure skater.
Mm-hmm.
And
he traded the skates for
an
the
ATV.
quad. Oh, he found a present.
What the heck?
A souvenir.
Is he gonna share? I want a present.
You just want a pretzel. That's all you need.
You know me. Well,
that's a nice.
I think we're lined up now.
I think so. So that'll be Cameron Veach starting on the pole.
We're making up for all the times we didn't announce his name yesterday.
And then the 26 of Chris Carnish from Menifee, California. To the outside, row 2 has a 00 of Rick Ekstad from Lemon Grove. And to his outside is a K9 of Alan Wood from El Cajon. That's down south. Row 3 has a number 13 machine of Darren Meyer. And to his outside, the number 29 machine, that is Jessica Hot Mess Schaefer from Ramona. And rounding out our field, the number 55, that is Mike Burks from Nuevo, California. Burks Appraisal, Border Steel.
He landed. This 13, from what we're hearing, Tommy, they were having overheating issues yesterday.
Yeah,
but,
they did.
They, I guess this is Darren's first weekend of racing, from what I'm hearing.
Hey, I love it when we have a newcomer in town.
You ready for racing? You ready for factory stocks?
Main event time here at the Perris Auto Speedway Winter Heat Weekend, night number 2. For the factory stocks, we go racing. Down into turn number 1, side by side. Top 2 rows. Carnish with the early lead out of turn 2. Veach sideways down low in the 73.
I don't think any of these drivers wanted to see Carnish get up front so early.
No, not at all, but the K9 right there in tow.
K9 won his heat race.
So Alan Wood, less than a car length between the top 2. Battle for third, battle here in turn number 2. That's Rick Ekstad. To the inside.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Of Veach. And Burks now from the last row.
Yeah.
Closing in on this battle for third. Meanwhile, up front into turn number 1, the K9 hot dogging it into turn number 1 and 2.
Hot dogging?
Hot dogging. Battle for third. You got battles all through here.
Yeah, we do.
Wood trying that, what is it, 3/8 mile? Infield course.
Got to try something.
Hanging it out in that 55 behind. Eekstad will get by the 73. And in turn number 2, K9 of Wood again crossed up out of turn number 2.
I think that car might actually be quicker than Carnish right now.
It's just not as smooth of a line.
Does it feel like the sun just came out?
It did.
Huh. There go your leaders. Here's the battle for third. The lead is calmed down a little bit for now, but Wood might be back on the charge. 00 going wide out of turn number 2. Veach chasing down. This battle is for the third spot. Burks throwing it in. Tommy, you and I can relate most to this division.
Yeah,
we used to race.
Yeah, we've raced something similar to these factory stocks on asphalt. Irwindale Speedway, they were called the pure stocks. Very similar as far as under the hood and steel body panels. Not much you can do to adjust a car other than your driving style and some tire pressures and maybe some springs.
These things weren't made to be race cars.
No, these things were not, but that's what makes it fun.
Oh, your leader sideways.
Carnage swashbuckling over in turn number 2 and some contact. The K9 running over the left rear of Carnage, the Wood and Carnage. That's a battle for the lead you're watching on the screen right now. And Wood will take the lead on lap number 7.
Now, Carnage, as we know, Tommy, that car doesn't like to lead the pack, but it's great in drafting.
Yes, it is. It's great draft setup. I think Larry McReynolds has done a great job, though. Look at that left front on Carnage's. I think he's got a problem. Take a look at the 26 machine left front going out of turn number 2. I'm keeping an eye. That thing was moving around quite a bit. Like maybe suspension parts are starting to go bad. No, it could be that.
I see a little
wobble there, yeah.
Well, Wood has taken the lead.
Cross flags in the air. Next time by will be halfway on lap number 10 of 20 as the K9 leads out of turn number 2. Field all scattered right now.
A couple cars we haven't seen very much of.
That's Hot Mess in the 29 and Darren Myers in the 13 machine, Lucky 13. As we are halfway home in this factory stock main event, 10 of 20 laps down.
Back to your leaders.
You know, we were talking about how Carnish had that lead and he was getting pretty comfortable with Wood and the K9 kind of making some issues of his lines. Looks like now Wood out front is smooth and Carnish trying to close in, but maybe overdriving it. Maybe that left front is giving him some trouble.
Yeah, I definitely think there's some suspension issues with this 26. Like you said, they got pretty evenly spread out, but now we're going to have lap traffic come into play, and we did see this affect some races yesterday.
Darren Myers in the number 13 machine will be the car to go a lap down from the K9 of Alan Wood.
Oh, boy.
Pick your lane, any lane, as long as it's by. Like you said, Jeffrey, this is the 13 of Myers' very first racing season. So welcome to the track. Carnage is going to go by the 13. Now your leader of Alan Wood closing in on the 29 of Hot Mess, Jessica Schaefer. Carnage up the track. No harm, no foul. As Wood will put a lap down on Schaefer, 14 down of 20.
Here's Carnage. Now we're speculating that the 26 might have an issue, but I don't know if that's not what I was seeing yesterday from this car. Because I remember at one point thinking, like, man, he must have a lot of wheel control in that thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's set up like a sprint car.
Well, it
unless
should
he's
be.
trying something new. When I was younger, I always was convinced with sprint car racing that when the tires would wobble a lot, I was like, man, that guy's just bored or something, moving that steering wheel extremely fast.
Why not?
4 to go. 16 down of 20. Your leader out of turn number 2, going down the back straight into turn number 3. About a whole straightaway lead over the second spot of Carnage. Up traffic for your third spot, the 00 of Eichstad.
Backed it out. Oh, boy.
Eichstad having some problems with Darren Myers.
That's going to make a battle here.
Here comes the 73. Into turn number 1. I thought they were going to just plow into each other. So Cameron Veach in the 73 with that high side run. That might be the lane to pick from. Eichstad trying to figure out a way around Myers in the 13, who's lap traffic. Here comes Veach to the high side. He might be able to pick up a top 3, but he's going to go way wide out of turn number 4. So
ain't over yet. Contact.
And look out, Veach. Look out, Myers. White flag waving. And lap traffic for your leader going into turn number 1. Alan Wood trying to figure out a way around Burks right now.
If you're Wood, do you just ride?
Well, Wood doesn't technically know how much gap he has.
True. True.
So you don't want to take it easy too much. Through turns number 3 and 4. That K9 coming to the checkered flag. Alan Wood from El Cajon is your winner. Second spot of Chris Carnish. Third will be the 00 coming out of turn number 3 and 4. Eichstad, who was in a battle there at the end, will come home in third. Veach fourth.
Just kept calm and collected in that 00. And Tommy, the driver we put on the show during the heat race.
Mike Burks. And the number 55 machine.
All right.
Trying to take out some billboards in the heat race.
Tried.
But I think this is 2 in a row.
Is that a dog?
Oh, but it'll take
Wait,
out the wall.
what
He just took out the wall.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
okay, he just scraped the wall. That is a dog.
Well, it's K9.
2 in a row. That is a sweep here for the weekend for Alan Wood. Main event number 2 of the night will take place next. That'll be our
Combo event.
Super Stock and Street Stock main. We would normally cut down to the track PA announcement for the interview, but that's not going to be the case here tonight because there is nobody to do so. I don't know if you wanted to volunteer.
Sure.
Just yell.
Hey, Alan. Alan.
He's not even listening.
He's not. He's ignoring me.
The winner's on fire.
Alan Wood. He's
He's
on fire.
He's burning the wood, too.
I'd get out if I were him.
That's how busy that car was this weekend. Worn out.
Yeah, I mean the fire truck's coming on over.
He won and wrecked in Victory Lane.
Comes the fire department.
That's it.
Time they arrive. Here he is. Make some noise for Alan Wood. 2 wins in a row.
There he is, Alan Wood.
8 series.
Happy camper here tonight.
He's gonna get a treat.
Give it a dog a bone.
You guys think the crowd's small today? You should have been here when we tried to revolutionize off-road racing a few years back.
Hang on, I gotta see him hitting the wall. I apologize, but here we go. Where you going, Wood? And
Blink. It's the little things.
oh, yeah. One more time. Full speed. Here we go. Coming into victory lane. Pushing. Oh, no. Man.
Probably scratched.
Scratch the paint.
Scratched paint.
Jeez, this is why we just cannot have nice things here at Perris.
Dang it. We tried, though.
Let a dog drive. This is what happens.
Who saw that coming?